Welcome, my dear listeners. My name is Stephen Kamore. If new here, remember to subscribe to continue enjoying more life-transforming videos. I want to start my presentation with a question, which I would like you to keep on reflecting on as you listen to this video. Are you a prisoner of your past? In this presentation, I want to share with you some insight on why you should let go your past and move on. Let us start with a retrospection exercise. Pause and reflect of your past life experiences. One thing I'm sure of is that they are both good, pleasing, and refreshing moments, as well as hurtful, painful, and heartbreaking moments. My listener, both good and hurtful life experiences can affect our views and prospects of the future through the distorted lens of the past. What does the Bible say about the past? In the book of Isaiah, chapter 43 and verse 18, the Bible says, or records, "Forget the former things, do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing." God is speaking into another transition period of the Israelites. This time, my listener, the Israelites are in exile. They were not enslaved in Egypt, but they were shackled by Babylonians. They missed the old times of their strong nation and their renowned temple and the joy of their homeland. The Israelites cannot literally forget the good former things, such as their homeland, their magnificent temple, and the stability they used to enjoy as a nation. Likewise, they cannot literally forget the bad former things they experienced, such as their life in exile, the oppression they faced, and even the poverty they were subjected to. This is the same with you and I. We tend to dwell on the past experiences and fail to focus on the present and the future. If we grow consumed with the former things, what I am calling the past experiences, we won't be able to fully take advantage of the present. Therefore, do not allow your past experience of the former things, both good and bad, to color your perception of the present and expectation for the future. The problem is not what we think about the former thing, but choosing to dwell on them. And that is why Prophet Isaiah was telling the Israelites, stop dwelling on the past. Stop ruminating on the past experiences. They don't add any value. They don't improve your present. Neither do they have any bearing for your future. My listener, a mind that is stuck on the past cannot perceive the present. That is why the Israelites could not perceive that God is doing a new thing in their transition time. They could not understand because they were very busy ruminating on their good past and their bad past experiences. Don't let your memory of your past or the former things master you. Cut the cord on the former things that would otherwise make you a puppet of its forced thinking and living. Martin Luther once said, I love these words, you cannot prevent a bird from flying over your head, but you can prevent it from building a nest on your head. My listener, some memories will always hover your mind from time to time. You can't prevent them, but don't allow such memories of your past dominate and dwell in your memories and your reflection on a daily basis. As a counselor and a psychologist, part of my job is to help people explore how their past experiences limit their present and, in extension, their future. A habit of excessively thinking and dwelling on the past can be dangerous to your mental health, your spiritual health, your social health, and even sometimes your physical health. It can prolong and intensify depression, as well as impair your ability to think and process emotions. According to the words of Tony Robbins, every moment you live in the past is a moment you waste in the present. And therefore, such moments don't add any value to your life. They don't make you better. They don't improve your present. Neither will they help you to create a better future. It is therefore wisdom to stop losing yourself into the past. You need to cut the emotional attachments you have with the past, especially negative experiences. My dear listeners, stop being a prisoner of your past. Instead, be the architect of your future. Can I tell you something? The past has forgotten you, but the future is waiting for you. Let us reflect together on the advice of St. Paul in his epistle to the Philippians, chapter 3 and verse 13. The Bible records, brothers and sisters, I do not consider myself to have yet taken hold of it, but one thing I do, forgetting what is behind and straining forward to what is ahead. Paul emphasizes here on forgetting the past, forgetting what is behind, and pressing on toward what is ahead. Remember, Paul is Saul, the man who persecuted the church violently. He played a part in the stoning of Stephen, and he could have let guilt and shame cripple him for that. But, my listener, Paul forgot what was in the past. He decided not to let his past haunt him or trip him up into the present. Neither did Paul dwell on his sufferings, the beatings, the shipwreck, and imprisonment. He forgot all the disappointments and challenges of the rebellious church members, the false teachers, and persecutors. And instead, he focused his mind and his insight on the vision his master Jesus Christ gave him. Therefore, with this perspective in mind, you should not let yesterday's failures or successes derail you from your desired future goals. The same Paul, later in his old days, when he felt he was nearing the end of his life, he wrote a very inspiring testimony to Timothy about his victory in keeping his faith after deciding to forget the past and focusing on his goal of remaining faithful to his master Jesus Christ and accomplishing his mission of spreading the gospel. And this is what he wrote in 2 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 7. I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith. My listeners, letting go your past is how you open yourself a wonderful future. The past can explain how you got yourself where you are now, but the future is up to you. Therefore, let us leave the past to the past. Otherwise, it will and it can destroy your future. So stop defining and limiting your future in terms of your past. In summary, my listener, forget the former things. Don't dwell on the past. Purpose to change your focus by quitting looking behind and start looking ahead. Focus on the present as you create your desired future. My parting words of advice are simple. Shift your focus from the past to the future. You cannot change the past, but you can make the future great. Your focus on the future should motivate you to change the present. Therefore, say goodbye to the past because it is now time to move on. I'm sure you have enjoyed listening this video. It is my hope that you have been inspired to stop ruminating on your past experiences and purpose to create a better future. I would like to share with you another inspiring video. But before I do it, kindly remember to subscribe to my YouTube account to ensure you don't miss any other inspiring and live enriching video. I would appreciate if you share this video with a friend. Turn to your screen now and search for another video in my YouTube to get inspired and empowered. Thank you.